The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Around 18,000 policemen will be deployed nationwide tomorrow in anticipation of Labor Day protests. Police officers will be assigned in freedom parks and major thoroughfares. The PNP says that they will apply maximum tolerance and will not interfere with protests. However, they urge demonstrators to keep their activities inside freedom parks unless they have been granted rally permits. Meanwhile, President Bongbong Marcos graced Labor Day activities in Pasay City. A job and livelihood fair is being held at the SMX Convention Center. In other news, the United States reaffirmed its support for the Philippines over disputes in the West Philippine Sea. In a statement, the U.S. State Department called on China to stop harassing Philippine vessels in our exclusive economic zone. The State Department also warned about invoking mutual defense commitments should there be an armed attack against the Philippines. The statement from the U.S. came after a Chinese Coast Guard ship blocked a Philippine vessel from going to a Union shoal last week, almost causing a collision. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. Watching One News Now, I'm Riza Diaz. Gilas Pilipinas is now focusing on its lineup as the team prepares to face old foes in the group stage of the FIBA World Cup. More details in this report.
32 nations, one champion. Finally, the groups for the upcoming 2023 FIBA World Cup have been drawn. The 2023 FIBA World Cup draw was held at the Smart Araneta Coliseum.
Luis Scola thrusting himself.
Sports superstars attended the event, including FIBA Global Ambassador Luis Scola and NBA legends Dirk Nowitzki and Yao Ming. Some Pinoy sports personalities were also in attendance, including Manny Pacquiao, Eliza Valdez, and Junmar Fajardo. The event was made more exciting with the stunning performances of Billy Crawford, Sara Geronimo, and Filipino-American rapper and singer Sweetie. The Philippines is placed in Group A along with Angola, Dominican Republic, and Italy, all of which have beaten Gilas in past games. Group B consists of South Sudan, Serbia, China, and Puerto Rico. Both groups will play their games at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. For Gilas coach Chot Reyes, their group will be a challenge for the national team. He says the team needs to work hard to represent the country well in the upcoming games.
Hindi medyo mahirap na mahirap. Italy is number 10 in the world, Dominican is number 23, and we're basically tied with Angola at 40-41.
Meanwhile, Group C includes Team USA, Jordan, Greece, and New Zealand. Egypt, Mexico, Montenegro, and Lithuania were drawn to Group D. They will play at the Mall of Asia Arena. Meanwhile, Groups E and F will face off at the Okinawa Arena in Japan. And Groups G and H will play at the New Indonesia Arena. For now, Gilas' next move is to prepare for the SEA Games and to form the right lineup for the World Cup. Coach Chot said they've started picking players, which they will finalize by late June or early July.
There's no problem sa World Cup. There's a lot of players naman who are available because all of the tournaments all over the world are going to be on hold. So there's not going to be any kind of conflict with any other tournaments anywhere. So it's really a matter now of sitting down with the coaching staff and putting the team together. But for now, it's the Southeast Asian Games first.
The 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup will take place from August 25 to September 10. Mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez, We Are One News.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. Stable power supply has been restored in Occidental Mindoro. That's after the Occidental Mindoro Consolidated Power Corporation agreed to run all of its 3 power plants. The plants are able to supply 30 megawatts, enough to power the province with little to no interruptions expected. At least 17 Filipino evacuees from Sudan are back in the Philippines. Repatriation efforts continue with hundreds more staying in Egypt as a means to escape the firefight in Sudan. President Bongbong Marcos will be flying to Washington this afternoon for his official visit to the United States. He'll be meeting with U.S. President Joe Biden to reaffirm bilateral ties and discuss his economic agenda. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 12 noon as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.